But then, like you mentioned about tea cover. So what we are talking about this morning is we are going to about self-care for fall, right? It's all September. Like we just like be ready for fall
Well,
and
fall,
also winter too,
fall is
right?
already here. Fall
Yeah,
came
and then
already.
like weather changing. And
Yep.
then we're gonna do one of our favorite things. We're gonna talk about the benefit of teas and vitamins, right? And all the other little things you can do right away after you watch this show today. We wanna share
Okay.
tips,
So to,
right?
so today we have a lot of stuff to talk with the teas. I think we have to keep the vitamins for next week.
Maybe, yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
because
That's what I thought because we are talking about teas and we with Tessa and I'm sure Marina same way. We're such a tea lovers. And then we just like, uh-oh, I think that's gonna be an hour talking
it's
about
it's
teas.
it's more than an hour. I know it is.
So
I,
today's week we'll put it because Tessa always have special tea ready, and I'm Japanese. Like Japanese, when I mention like, oh, I'm a Japanese, I'm from Japan. Lots of people they mention about, "Oh, I love green tea. That's my middle name probably sometimes. They ask about green tea. So of course I grew up drinking green tea
of
actually.
course,
So all
yeah.
kinds of green tea, like you can see in a store, but we got all different kinds of green tea, but it's like all different process. So today I got the green tea from Japan actually, right? So, Tessa and I will it's called tea ceremony too. Like this is I got from Japan, right? So I wanted to maybe can I maybe get started a little bit too, Tessa?
Of course.
Okay. So first I have to boil hot water too. That's why I'm here. I got everything ready. So I am going to bottle
Could you
tea.
could you tell them what we're going to do? Like tell them because you we advertise that we have the golden triangle, we have five teas, and we have Japanese ceremony.
Tea ceremony too,
Okay,
right?
so tell them finish the sentences.
Okay, what I'm going to have, well, maybe you can explain about your golden triangle. I shouldn't say your, but
Okay,
but
what?
I can explain about tea ceremony too.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yoko will do a Japanese tea ceremony. So
tea
I'm going to,
ceremony.
so she will do that.
Yep.
I will take you through the golden triangle tea,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, you showed me such an impressive tea.
will also explain to you the five thieves tea, and we have other teas like matcha or moringa. We have hibiscus. We have sleepy time tea. We have holy basil. So we'll tell you
Hmm.
all about them. So
Yeah, yeah.
we are bringing out a huge variety of teas, and the purpose of that, excuse me, is we are coming into tea season.
Yep.
So for the fall, all through the winter, your best thing is to always have your teas ready. So
Very much.
you go ahead.
I
Get
am.
going.
Okay. So, okay. Everybody knows I'm Japanese, right? So I am going to, well, just do the little tea ceremony. Not like matcha, I'm sure you've seen on TV, like those not whiskers and those bitter ones. I am doing the tea ceremony like you can do it at home. You know what? I'm pretty sure you guys do have a green tea. I'm sure green tea at home too, right? So this is what we do in Japan traditionally at home. At home. That's why that way you can do it. You can do it, right after we watch show at home. That's how we get the tea prepared at home. But before that, Tessa, I have to put my gears. Okay, that's
Yep.
that's like,
Yep.
all right, that's that kind of Japanese. It's kind of tea ceremony.
I am ready. I have my necklace.
You get your necklace. Hold on. I
Yeah.
got one more stuff. One more
Yeah.
stuff.
Put your
Wait.
kimono. Hold on.
Yes. Wait,
Hold
there's
on.
more.
There's more.
As seen on TV. There you go. There you go. I got, see? I'm ready. I'm gonna move this thing is a little bit more. There. Okay. So, look at that. I got tea ceremony. I am ready. don't
Ah,
don't I
ah,
look like crazy foreigners go to visit Japan and not knowing what they're doing?
I know.
You know when I go to Japan and Kyoto
And here I
somewhere
come.
I see foreigners. They were just like kind of because they're tourists. They kind of like put like geishas and like some like kimonos, and they don't know what they're doing. They just like get the picture taken like this.
And check me out.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, Tessa.
Yeah, and it's reversible. Not, you
Wow.
see, so not
I love it. I
nothing.
love it.
Yeah, and it
Look at
has a
that.
belt, and it has the belt and
Yep.
everything,
Yep.
and pockets in and
Yep.
out.
Wow.
With
I
that,
don't have pocket actually, but we use in Japan. This is can be
yeah,
a pocket.
yeah, that
That's
is a
how what
pocket.
we
Yeah,
use,
I
right?
have that
This
there
is,
too.
and they also I maybe I can fly like this, right? Anyway, so while we're having a fun, Tessa and I, this Sunday self-care show is gonna have a fun. It's chill, right? It's if we do just expand about tea, that's very boring. So that's why we just put so much effort and
Oh
fun
yeah,
into our
into
show.
our show, we put a
Yes.
lot.
So I got the tea ready. So what I'm going to do is
There
make
you
sure I don't
go.
spill. Oh, wait. All right, hold on. I don't want to spill, right? Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but I am going to move my camera. It's too bad we don't have a camera, guys, but that's okay. It's like handmade, homemade, right? So, okay, Sandesho. Maybe like that. Or I can just get a little bit closer, like that. Okay, so this is my teapot. I got in Japan. It's so cute. It's so I fell in love with teapot. Okay, so anyway, so this is like kind of tea for you can make maybe for two people, so you can serve for two people, right? This size. So two people, about 2 tablespoons. So we put 2 tablespoons. I hope you guys can see it. I'm sure you can see it, right? If you cannot see it, let me know. Let me know in the comment. So
You
put in
go. Is
here.
is that a tablespoon? That looks like a teaspoon.
Oh, sorry, I said teaspoon. I meant teaspoon. Sorry.
Yeah. I think it would be too bitter.
I know. Sorry, I meant about yes. I wanted to say teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Thank you, Tessa. That's why I need Tessa. There you go. 2 teaspoons. Okay, so and after that, I'll put it away. Excuse me. And then, first of all, actually, everybody think you can just pour it. It's it's boiled hot water, right? And the traditional way, some people think like you just directly in there. No, that's not the way. You have to let bottled water cool down a little bit till
Yeah.
80 degrees Celsius. So
Mm-hmm.
what we do traditionally, we put like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? We pour the water. I hope I can see. There you go.
Yeah,
And
it's perfect, Yuko. It's perfect.
perfect. Thank you, Tessa. Like this. So 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Right? So we wait about 30 seconds. And then after that, so like you can see the little bit of a basket. I will show you. There you go. Right? It's a 2 teaspoons of tea. Right?
You can move it.
Yep. And then it's been 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure. And then you pour it into it. Right? It's a little bit of hot. There you go. And close the lid. Make sure like you gotta do this. Close the lid. And wait for 30 seconds. What are we gonna do? 30 seconds, Tessa?
I don't know.
We dance.
We could
We dance.
dance.
We could dance. Like just you wait, you can dance
But
and
you
you can
know,
just like you can do a
but
little stretch where you wait.
they said it's usually the man that prepares the tea, right?
That's for a traditional tea ceremony too.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
but my
yeah.
man's are sleeping, so my man is sleeping. So, okay, it's almost 30 seconds. And then before, right, you pour it into it, we kind of like swirl it around a little bit. So make it a little bit more even. And like this, make a T. And then start a little bit. Just, and another way. That way, it's even. Right?
Of course, you cannot have anything in Japan that's not even. It has to be even, Stephen.
It has to be even, Stephen. All right. And then important is don't leave hot water in here. You gotta use it. You gotta use it up. That way, the second one, it's gonna be you can drink for even second ones too. Right? There. Just use it up. That's it. And then there's a tea. There you go, Tessa.
Yep.
It's a green tea.
Thank you. And it's actually green.
It's green. It's not yellow.
Green. It's not yellow, right? You see, it's green.
Yep.
And so
that's how we have a tea. And then it's like kind of first ones. It's kind of Tessa mentioned it. That gave me a really great kick too. You heard somewhere, right? You said first one. Who's having a first one?
Okay. The sink is having the first cup. It goes down the sink. When I was taught Japanese tea ceremony with all the whatever, and I went through it. The man made the tea.
Yep.
And he poured it. 30 seconds, he threw it away. And he's all dressed up in his stuff. And then the second cup, he pours it, and it's not as perfect yet. So he gives the second cup to his wife.
Yes.
And the third cup of tea in the same tea is the best tea. And that is the one he takes for himself.
Wow. When you hear that, I kind of heard about it, but that was kind of almost first time I heard it.
I experienced it with him. But what was nice is that it's true. It's very true. When you taste the first cup of tea, so I don't use my first cup of tea. I throw it out because of that. It's a lot more, it's bitter. The second cup is not as bitter, and the third cup is actually nice. So
it's perfect, yes.
And sometimes you keep making the same tea throughout the day. And they'll do, because the tea leaves are so amazing. So that was
change, like, first cup, second cup, third cup, it tastes different.
Yeah,
starting taste different.
Like Yuko showed, they have. See, this is my little. I did holy basil, and I threw the first one off, and this is this third cup of holy basil.
So you have third ones, and when you drink it, you know what, Tessa? You look like you're drinking sake too, like because the way you drink it is so yummy.
Yeah, it is yummy.
So like when you drink it, traditionally you put your hand on the bottom, and drink like that too.
Yeah.
And you always says, in Japanese we say, ごちそうさまでした or 結構なお手前で. We say that too, but it's like here is we can say, thank you for this is great. Thank you so much.
It's delicious.
And then delicious. And then we bow. Of course we bow. I'm a Japanese. We bow for everything.
They're always bowing. Bow.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Yes, that's how we make.
So that is just one of the teas that we have for you today.
Green tea.
So something that you should I know everybody has teas in their cupboard. They have tons of teas. Somebody tells them about a tea, they buy it. Why do you buy it if you're not using it? So many times throughout the day, you can have a cup of tea. But the one thing I want to remind you that tea is not water. The minute you put an herb in it, it stops being pure water. So do not count it as your water content for the day because it's not going to work. You need to have really, really nice tea. And you need to have your water separated from that. But you can have your tea all day long. Tea doesn't have to be hot. Nope. You can have your tea while you're outside, while you're relaxing. It's really good. So this one, I purposely brought this one. It's darker. and it's the same 2 teaspoon. I use an actual
Two
little,
teaspoon. Yes.
yeah, I use that, and we do the same 30-second, or
30.
if you,
Wow, it's the same. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you do the
Cool.
same. And I bought a kettle that has the temperature. It's really fabulous. You know me,
Wow.
anything to make my life easier. So I go and I got this kettle here, and it's it's my Cuisinart, and it tells you for delicate tea 160, for
Mm-hmm.
green tea 175, white
Yeah.
tea 185, oolong 190,
Yes. Oh,
and for
that's really great. Wow.
French press 200. So if you are in doubt, they have smaller versions of the same kettles that you can use. I have really traditional teapots. So this is if I'm just making
That's
it,
really nice. That's
and
iron, right? Iron.
it's an iron teapot,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
the
has
best one.
a little strainer in there, like Yuko showed you. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a small cup, I use that. So you can get those at Winners. They always, and this is a big one.
Oh, you
If
can get
I,
at the Winners? I didn't know that.
yeah, you can get them at Winners. So this one is red, and they're heavy. So this one, and Marshalls, you'll get it at Winners, Marshall, and
Ah,
Home
okay.
Sense, you'll get them there. So
Oh.
these teas have to be really delicate. Tea is something that you can learn to appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I use holy basil. Holy basil is a tea that is calming. If you find you're getting a little nervous, they also make it in a tablet form that
Yes.
people buy at the store. But this is the holy basil, and you can get it. It's from India, and so you can have it, and it's product of India, and they packed it in the United States. So, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really soothing. It's calming, and it will relax you. If you find you're tensed up, holy basil tea, a few cups of that will help relax you.
Wow.
So
So is
that's
it okay? Maybe it's better work nighttime before you go to bed too,
no,
also?
but you can get anxiety throughout the day, or you can be feeling restless. It's
So I can
really,
drink throughout the day.
yeah, and before you go to bed, it will help you to relax to sleep. So it's really a really nice tea
Mm.
for that. And
How's that
then
taste though? Sorry to interrupt. I'm just so
no,
curious.
no,
I'm
no,
curious. I'm sure
very
everybody wants to just like, what is the taste? Like holy
it's
basil?
it's very light. And if you
Okay.
want, I do not, but you can use some cream honey in there, or
Oh,
regular honey,
yep.
or the one with the honeycomb. Like I have honey that I bought at the farm close to the
Yeah.
city, and there's
Wow,
the
that's so
honey.
nice.
So I will use that. I'll suck on the waxy honey, but I will put a little bit of the honey itself in there if you want.
Yes.
So but you have to remember, teas are delicate. Do
Mm-hmm.
not if you're not sure, let your water sit for 30 to a minute. If your kettle just boils without a gauge, a temperature gauge, let the water relax.
Yes,
And
that's important.
there's so many teas that are interesting. Before we go into the bigger one, this one is called hibiscus tea,
Hibiscus tea. Okay.
and it has a really nice sweet flavor and scent. So hibiscus is really good. In the Caribbean, we use it, but as Orphan Caribbean, we add
Mm-hmm.
some cinnamon to it, some nutmeg to it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a perfect tea for the winter nights and the fall cold. Like around now, as it's getting cold, this is hibiscus is good for that. So these are the and all the other teas, right? So we have sleepy time tea.
Yep. I
This is
like
this.
sleepy time tea.
So this is made. No, that's not. That's the sleepy tea. And this is made at the health food store where I go. The lady makes it up for me. Of course, it has valerian and it has holy basil and has other things in there. And you do that too if you're having trouble sleeping. I like
Okay.
it so because I'm reading before I go to bed. So I make a cup of this and I sit and I make a full cup like this. So I have to use the bigger tea kettle, right? So I want this
Okay.
size.
The same way, or you have to maybe let it sit steep for maybe 5 minutes or three
No,
minutes?
no, I don't
How
let
long do
any
you have to?
I don't let my teas, those type of herbal, because they're so strong, go for more than 3 minutes. There's there,
Okay.
and I never go to three. But if I forget, I rather throw it out and start again. The purpose is that the tea becomes bitter and it's
Yes.
cold and it's cold.
Yes.
So you want it, if you want something to soothe you, to make you feel good, you should be able to hold your cup, no matter what cup
Yep.
you're drinking from, whether it has a handle or not. You're
Hmm.
supposed to learn to caress the cup, because your hand will also add some warmth, and the cup will add
Yes.
some warmth, and it makes you feel better. The
Yes.
process of tea drinking is to feel good. It's not just because you want some tea. It's not a
No.
rush job.
No.
The same way you sit intently to watch TV, the same way you can take your
Yep.
time. You inhale the flavor, and you bring it gently to your lips. Like, and and you hold it like it's something that's important and there
Very much.
to you.
Well, it's like you gotta treat like ceremony. Ceremony. Like it's
That's
this is a special moment. You
it is.
engage, and then that energy translated to tea, and you drink that tea, and then you can feel it when you engage the moment
Yes, you
and
can feel
have
it.
a
Yeah.
tea. You can just feel so much. It tastes so much better, and
Yeah,
you
even
actually know the taste. You taste it.
yes, you can actually feel the taste in your mouth, and the taste will
Yeah.
be nice. And like when you have a small cup, like what Yuko and I have, you
Yep.
can do that. You have to kind of hold it,
Yep.
and even when I'm doing this one, sometimes I do that, because you just, as
Hmm.
if you're capturing the tea, the flavor. Like anything you take in, you should give it a lot of care and love, so
Yeah.
that it enters your body the same way you're feeling on the outside.
Very much.
So because it's important for you to do that to yourself.
Yes.
Um, so one of the teas we talked about is the golden triangle.
I love the name. So when you show it, I just like, whoa.
So the golden
Can,
the,
can I get it? Well, you got specially made it,
yes,
right?
yeah,
At the store, right?
yeah.
So,
You have to make, you have to put it together. In other words, you have to make this tea.
so I cannot buy at the grocery store,
No,
like the
because
one I close by, or like it's not those one of those tea.
no, it's a tea you have to put together yourself. And this thing about that tea, you have all the ingredients in your house.
In my house.
Yes, you have everything you want for the golden triangle tea in your home.
Oh,
I'm sure you do. So let us
so
begin from the
okay,
beginning.
okay.
So this golden triangle tea, you need to have some milk. So I use almond milk.
Almond milk. Yep.
So you get almond milk, and you have a small saucepan or a small pot, not a teapot. You don't put it in that. It's not for that. This tea is
Nope.
not for your teapot. So that tea, you warm it up. I like it a little bit differently that way. So the traditional way, you heat it up. You bring the milk, you put a stick of cinnamon in there.
Stick of cinnamon. Oh,
Yes.
wow, that'd be so nice.
So I can show you the stick of
Yeah,
cinnamon. I carry cinnamon in, I use it a lot. So let me show you
I
what I have.
love cinnamons, but I only use powder. So, but
Well, well,
it's a different, right? It's a different from powder.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
look
lot
at that.
better. So the cinnamon, it comes from Dominica. We have it on the plantation.
Wow.
So when I go home, I come back with bags of cinnamon.
Oh
And that's how you
my.
see how with the cinnamon.
Oh, okay. Well, when I see at the store, it's usually like roll like cigar.
Yeah,
That's
they
what I
take it,
usually
and
see.
they roll it when it's soft. So it's from the back of the tree. See? So
Oh
you
my
can,
gosh.
and so I have tons of it. And then of course it will do some of that.
Wow.
So what
I
I
feel like I
do,
can smell it.
yes, you can.
Oh my gosh.
I take some from the crusher mount at the bottom, put it in the pot. I wish you could smell this. It's just so
Oh,
amazing.
you know what? I don't know. Somehow my brain caught the smell.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is.
Marina said, you ladies are making me crave a cup of tea. What? Make a cup of tea right now, Marina.
Make a cup of tea now. Make a cup of tea right
Let's have
now.
a tea together.
And
Let's
take
have
a
experience.
yes, take a so
Hi,
what you
Daniel.
what you do with your cinnamon back. So you have your almond milk. You
Almond
put,
milk. Yes.
yeah, or your regular milk, put it on the
Yep.
stove,
Yep.
add some cinnamon powder. I have the powder. I don't use it, but sometimes I don't like it. And then I take my ginger,
Ginger.
So when I buy ginger, it needs, so you have almond milk,
Yep.
cinnamon
Yep.
in the milk. I have pure ginger. So what I do, I buy the ginger around this time. I wash
Okay.
it. I wash it. I scrape the thin skin off.
Yeah.
I put it into um a, a chopping machine. I have a little thing and I chop it all up. And then I take it and I fill it up in those
Ice cube.
ice cube trays. So I would have
What
that
a great tip.
fill of cinnamon,
Yeah.
and then not cinnamon, sorry, ginger, and then I freeze it. When it's frozen, I pop them off, and I have tiny little cubes of the ginger, and I never have to worry about, I never have ginger. I put it
You know
in
what? That's a
freezer.
great idea because sometimes I go grocery store and that's like sad looking old rock hard ginger. That's all I could get or can
Yes,
get. But sometimes like I see like nice plump ones, fresh ones,
yes,
right? So when I get the fresh ones, so that's what I should do. I should buy a
yeah,
little bit more. That's what I should do.
yeah.
So great,
You
great a
grate,
little bit.
you wash it, you take the thin skin off,
Yep.
and then you put it in your food processor, and you
Around
chop
said
it.
amazing kitchen hacks. I know Tessa has.
I,
She
everything has
does. Oh my gosh.
everything has to be easy for me. Oh, it has to be practical. Everything, because every time if I'm spending 2 hours in the kitchen, it has to be 2 hours of getting things done. So
That's right.
and then you just pop it up, and then I
Yep.
put it in freezer bags and keep it in the freezer. So
I love the idea.
yeah, so then
Yeah.
when the milk is there, the cinnamon, then I put the ginger to boil into the milk, right?
Hmm.
And then I will take a nutmeg, nutmeg,
Yeah,
and
nutmeg. Yeah.
and you grate the nutmeg. Also, I add
Oh,
the
okay. I
nutmeg.
only see powder, but
No, oh no, you know what the nutmeg looks like, right?
not really. I only see in a powder.
Oh, I didn't know
I think
that.
my mom in Japan, she's crying. She's just like, oh my gosh, I should have taught more about things my daughter before she leaves
And
my house.
and then this is this is my some nutmegs in here.
What nutmeg looks like? I don't even know
That's what
actually.
that's what the nutmeg looks like. It's just a
Oh,
circle.
okay.
And then you hear them say nutmeg and mace, right? So this is the skin of the nutmeg. It also is flavored. So the whole nutmeg is covered like this with this thing. So that's a
Yes.
shell. So you have
Okay.
seen that, right?
Yep.
So this is very valuable. And then this is the nutmeg inside there. So in the kitchen,
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
you do this. I wish I could do it for you to see.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
see.
gonna visit your house, like Taran, Carolina.
So you crack it. So what you do, you can hear. So it has a
Yeah.
hard shell. So you
Yes.
go. So that I just broke the shell.
I heard it. Just like a walnut?
Yes.
Yes.
And here is the nutmeg, the actual nutmeg. That's the shell, and that's the actual nutmeg. So
Oh, now I can smell nutmeg.
I have a special, very old, antiquated nutmeg grater, but I have more modern ones. And
Wow.
you grate it on there, as the milk is boiling with the or coming to a heating point with the ginger and the cinnamon. You grate the nutmeg in there. So once you grate the nutmeg in there, so this is a very, very valuable little thing. Nutmeg
Wow.
and mace is in here. And then, so once that is ready, you take your turmeric.
Turmeric. Yes.
Golden triangle. So that means it comes from India. So that is an Indian tea. So you don't use a lot of turmeric because turmeric is strong and it could be bitter. But it's very good for inflammation and your nervous system. So is cinnamon. So is
Yes.
ginger. And the nutmeg gives you a little flavor. So you take a little bit of that.
Yeah.
For 2 cups, or you can add a little if you like the flavor or you
Is
like
it
the
like
smell.
is it like half teaspoonish? Something?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that, like a half teaspoon. Or it depends on the amount of milk or
Yes.
you're
How much you
using.
make? Yes.
Yeah. So then you stir that, and when it's all stirred, I like to bring it to a little bit of a boil.
Yes,
before I put this
just
in.
a little bit.
So
Okay.
yeah, so when I put this in, I turn it off completely. Then I add my turmeric.
Oh, after turn it off and add the turmeric.
Yes, and then
And turmeric dissolve? I'm just like be
yeah,
so
it's
curious.
a powder. You can get it as a root, and you can grate it also.
Wow.
But
You
I
know what? I only know the powder.
so
Sorry.
when I went to India, the captain of the boat gave me a huge bag of turmeric. So
Wow.
so they had just made it, and I had
I,
to put it in. So I brought it home,
I
and
didn't
then
know it was root. Turmeric.
yeah. So that was really good.
I
And
know.
then and then before you pour it into your cup to serve it, you add honey to it.
Yes,
So if you want
that's
it to be
nice.
sweetened, I use honey butter or I
Yes.
use regular honey. I love honey. I don't use a lot of it. And then it's creamy. For some, it is a really creamy tea. It's not black, it's not watery because of the milk and the cinnamon. It brings out a nice aroma and flavor, but that's why it is called um what the golden triangle because of
Hmm.
the goldenness of the tea from the turmeric and the cinnamon
Okay. Yeah.
and then and the ginger. So when you there's some things you should always have in your house.
Yeah.
It's cinnamon,
I
nutmeg,
have one now. Yep. I have that
gin,
one in the house.
ginger, um, and some turmeric. It's really
Yes.
good. You add turmeric to cooking too, so you know that, right? So
Yep. Yep.
anyway,
I have everything actually. Yeah. So
so
maybe we can put on the, you know what? I'm gonna put on the descriptions, right?
yes,
I have a recipe here, so I
yeah.
put on the descriptions. That's so
It's
nice.
really a nice tea. It's really soothing. It's really tasty. You will enjoy it. Um, so, but it's called because of the where it comes from, the turmeric, and so they call it the golden triangle tea. And
Oh,
you
okay.
know who talks about it a lot? That doctor guy from India. Well, he was born in America, I guess, or maybe I don't know. Dr. Sanjay Gupta. He drinks that a lot.
He does? Wow.
Yeah, he
Well,
talks.
it's good for building immune system,
Yeah,
inflammations.
it's really good. He drinks it, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. He talked about it once and I heard him, but I'd always been given it, so I love it. It's a nice,
Wow.
and I sometimes in the middle of the day I'll feel for it. Winter time is important to pamper yourself
Very much, yes.
with nice teas and nice
Yep.
spices in your food, and but you fool around with that. That tea is amazing. Anybody taking it would enjoy it, and that
I can smell that. I mean, like, I'm almost probably that your kitchen smells so nice too, right? When you're making.
oh yeah, and that's what people do. If you have, let's say you have oranges and you peel it,
Yep.
peel the orange, and if you find that the fragrance in the house is stale because of winter, you haven't opened the windows. You take some of that orange peel,
Hmm.
a pot of water, a couple sticks of cinnamon, and some cloves, and you bring it to a boil, and you just let it permeate through the house. And that is
Oh,
really, it keeps the house fresh and really it keeps it nice. And the lime or the lemon or the orange peel with the cinnamon and
oh,
some cloves, it's really, really good.
very good. I can almost picture it when, like, kids come from, like, wintertime, kids come from schools and they open the door and just like, wow, it smells so nice, right?
You
They
know?
probably smell like just nice, warm, like filled with in the house. I can really feel that happiness too, right?
Yeah, yes.
Orange peel. Talking about orange peels. Orange peel is so good. In like for winter time too, because it's got
Hmm.
vitamin C.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can
of
make orange peel
course,
tea. You
yep,
can make
yep.
orange peel tea. You can dry it. I should have some in that container over there.
Mm-hmm.
I dry the orange peel. I dry lemon and lime peel just when I peel them. And
Yep.
I just sometimes you break them in a sauce to bring out a little bit more flavor. So
Yes.
so you can use all of these natural stuff. You do not
Yes.
always have to buy a prepared tea.
Yep.
But if you have tea bags, then use them.
Of course, a lot of people, I know a lot of people, they love to buy tea bags. When I go grocery store, I see every time some women, not a man, women, they stop and then look at teas like, what should I buy? And they're just so excited,
But
you
you
know.
have,
But
but
most people, they sometimes they don't. They just keep in the drawers.
yes, use your tea.
Use them.
I have a whole cupboard for tea,
Yeah.
but I use my tea a lot, a lot. You
Yes,
know,
me
so
too. Me too. And then I love you guys sharing and the
yes,
comment. You guys like, the tips and ideas. Dawn said orange peels in a garbage disposable. Make it smell good in a kitchen too.
anywhere you use it,
Yeah.
anywhere you use that,
Yeah.
you know,
And
um,
then like, yeah, sorry. And then
so
Taran said, we got evidence now.
of course
People
we
from
do.
India, right? People
Yes,
born in India. And then Aman, Pallavi,
yeah,
Taran, they said the turmeric. They're great supporter of turmeric. That they use
yeah, use
turmeric
it
for
in
everything.
everything. Use
Yes,
turmeric in everything. So
yes.
what? So the thing about your tea is that treat your tea like the tea is special and you are special. The thing about you should not be drinking a cup of tea and gobble. No,
No,
make
no.
sure you do this. Like in the morning, when I have a simple lemon and hot water, when I hold the cup like this, that's the first thing I
Yes,
drink. I
yes.
actually am so grateful for that hot lemon water and that hot cup in my hand. And I sit and I inhale it and then I sip on it and feel good. You have to make
Wow.
sure your
That's
tea,
powerful. That's super powerful,
yeah,
Tessa.
your tea has to go in you feeling good because you
Yes,
have to feel good. What you ingest has to want to be inside of you.
that's
There's
right.
no reason to fight with food, like you're eating like you're on a rush on a horse and you have to go get somewhere else. But so
That makes sense because like you know what, so many people just waiting. Oh, I'm one day, someday, somebody's gonna take care of me. Somebody's gonna make me feel good.
no, no,
No, I
no,
told you,
no.
Tessa and I, so many times we've been telling you guys, Prince Charming not coming,
He's
and
not
then
coming.
if you wait, you're gonna be dead. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna be put you one foot in a coffin. So why don't you create the
Hmm.
rituals? Why don't you create energy? Something makes you feel better. And
Then
if you
that's
know,
what you have
yeah,
to
that's
do.
what you have
That's
to
what you
do.
have to do.
Self-care rituals. You gotta
Yeah.
create. That way you don't have to wait anybody. You don't have to wait till somebody else gonna make you feel better. And then, you know what? It's easy. And I'm a 1% courage and action, take action coach too. What your 1% is when you make a tea, or even if a glass of water, right? Make first in the morning, it's so important. You gotta use a nice glass, right?
Yes, that's
Yes,
the
I
thing.
am saving actually for Japanese emperor,
Emperor.
but, but I figured
Ah,
out. I figured out
the
it's
Queen of England is not
Queen of
coming.
England.
He's not
And
coming to tea.
this is like this one is for special too. Look at the cherry blossom,
Of
right? Petals.
course.
I was saving this for a Japanese empress, princess. They. But
Princess Beatrice
I
is not coming. She's
I
not
told
coming.
they sent me a message. You go, not gonna happen. So I just
Yes.
like, oh, okay. Why don't I use it? I want to treat myself like a princess. So I starting to drink a glass of water or tea with a special cup.
Yuko
And
had this week she came on and she said, Tessa-Marie, see what I'm drinking from. She had her crystal glass. I never saw her with a crystal glass before until I said, it's your crystal, bring it out. And there
it's
she is.
mine. You gotta treat yourself good. Don't
Yes.
wait until anybody else do. Don't wait for anybody else to treat you good too. But you gotta do it. So it's important, like Tessa said. Like when you drink, you
Hold it
hold it
up.
close. Yeah.
Yeah. Make it
And
feel good.
I find it's so soft and kind and feminine.
To
I
yourself.
To yourself. You
Yourself.
be kind to yourself.
Self. That's what. Remember that at the morning blessing, I asked you to greet yourself. Everybody, greet yourself with a smile. Hello, sexy. Hello,
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah.
How are you? So then, yesterday when Carolina came over, she said, "Did you see what is that woman's name? I forgot. Some lady that just has a book coming out. Mel, you follow.
Mel, I order her book. The
Yeah,
high five. Yes.
high five, which is so Carolina said, oh, she's doing the same thing you talk about. And
Oh,
yes, but that was so funny. We've
you
been
know
doing
what?
this for
That's so
almost
true.
2 years. She said,
Yeah.
high five. But I said, greet yourself in the morning. Everything you do for you has to be wonderful. So she calls us high five. We go, say, here you are.
You
Haven't seen you
are.
for 7 hours.
I know. I know. When she's promoting her book now,
Yeah.
and then I've been listening her IG live and YouTube. I just like, wow, that's what I've been Tessa saying.
Yeah, greet yourself. Say,
Like maybe she stole idea from Tessa,
no,
maybe
no,
for
no, no.
somehow. She was
There's
probably
lot of
watching your live.
there's lot of ideas to go around. She has her lane, and I can take the same idea, go my lane. So it doesn't matter. But it's just that what she did by writing that book, she reinforced to me what
Mhm.
I'm doing is right. What I'm saying is the right thing because my mother taught me that. My mother said to us, as when if we came down to breakfast and we weren't dressed, she said, "Go back up and fix yourself, get dressed for the day. The day awaits you. You have to be dressed for the day. Greet yourself, think of yourself, pamper yourself first before you step out, because you never know what you're going to step in when you open your door in the morning. Meaning you do not know what awaits you. So prepare yourself for the day so you are ready to take the day on, and the day is going to greet you. So that's where this
Yes.
comes from.
Yep.
So we have one more tea
Tea.
that we talked about. We heard us call it the five thieves tea.
Five thieves. Like thieves is thieves, right?
Yeah, yes.
I love the name actually.
Yes.
It's like exciting. Who is five thieves?
So the five thieves are
Tell
the
me the
five.
member. Yes.
And so I don't know their names, but I'll tell you: cinnamon and clove,
Cinnamon
and
and clove.
cinnamon and cloves, ginger and then some other herbal leaves are in there. So there are five of them, and this is what the health food store makes it. And as you
Oh,
know,
okay.
clove. So this five thieves tea is one of the teas
Yep.
that you have to use to build your immune system.
Immune system. Oh, that we need. Like we really need to build immune system. Yes.
So if you look at it, ginger comes in, cinnamon comes in,
Yep.
and cloves is really, really good to help you breathe properly. It's really good for pain.
Oh, okay.
So
Clove is
when
great. It's good to breathe good
Yeah,
properly.
because it's so
Oh,
strong,
okay.
it opens it up for you, you know.
That's
And
really good to know. Okay.
yes, and so that's one of the things you do. So this is called Five Thieves Tea, and
Mm-hmm.
it comes from the health food store. This lady at the health food store makes it up with all the different spices and stuff in there. What we do
Wow.
with that
Yep.
when COVID first started, she started drinking and making that, and I had it every night. I had it in the day because it was an immune booster. So they said your immunity has to be high. So again,
Yeah.
that's a tea that you need to watch the temperature because there is clove and clove is bitter. So you do not throw
Okay.
out the first tea like the Japanese tea ceremony. You do not do that. In this one, your
Okay. How
temperature,
you make it? Yeah.
your 160 degrees.
160. 160.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then you pour the water over this, and you let it sit for about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Yes. And with that, if you also can add honey. But I found out they have it in a tea bag somewhere. And so you can check out Walmart or those other stores to see if you can get it in a tea bag form.
Okay.
Just like you have the sleepy time tea
Sleepy time. Yep.
you get it in packages. So this you can also get in a packet.
Mm-hmm.
So remember in the olden days when somebody had a toothache, they would crush clove and put it in the cavity to help numb the pain.
That's so true. My grandma used to do that.
So that's one of the
That's
things.
so true. Well, it's in Japan, we have like a bitter, like in Japan, China, we have like little bitter medicine things, but it's got the clove in it. And
Yeah,
then
it has clove.
when I used to like got toothache, or my grandma, she used to live at like top of the mountain, so there was no dentist nearby. And I remember she used to put like whenever she had toothache, she used to stick the clove bitter, the bowl
Yeah.
things in her teeth.
Yeah,
I
she had a
remember
tablet.
that.
She had, there's a toothache. That's what they would use for even for a gum hurting. It seems to numb it a little bit. That's all it really
Okay.
does. It numbs and takes the pain away for the time so they can sleep and do whatever. So that's one
Yeah.
of the things they use it for. So that tea is really good for this time of the year. You're entering into the
Very
winter
much.
months, the cold months, where there's
Yeah.
colds and flus, and then on top of that we have COVID. So anything to build up on the immune system is important.
Takes time. It
It
doesn't
takes
work
time.
like, in 2 hours.
No, it
So
does not
it
work
takes
like
time.
an antibiotics, by the way. You have all of what we're telling you about does not work like an antibiotic. And
Hmm.
that is something. Another mixture that I make is that I get my whole lemons, I soak them for half an hour in some water and some cider vinegar. So that just cleans it. Then I take a coarse brush and I brush it out.
Oh, that's how you clean lemon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of people,
If
they're concerned about what's on the surface, right?
so, I use the cider vinegar that helps to remove, and then you
Yep.
brush it out, rinse it, and then I chop that, remove the seed. I cut it in four, remove the seeds,
Hmm.
and then I add to that garlic. We put the garlic with this, and more ginger, uh,
Oh,
and then I blend all of this together, and
wow.
and then I add,
That's,
and that the ginger, the garlic, the you can put, I drop some cinnamon sticks in there and some
hmm
cloves in there, and then you mix that with honey, and you can keep it in a small mason jar, a small jar. And
hmm
if you feel a sore throat coming on, you take a teaspoon of it and you just swallow it. So the garlic
Interesting.
too, the garlic too
Wow.
will help you with sore throat, and the
Yep.
ginger and the lemon, but it's the whole lemon. The rind is included, except for the seeds, right?
Yes.
That same mixture, if you make a tea, like just an ordinary bag of tea, take a scoop of that, add it to the tea while it's hot, and sip on it. That is
Wow.
also good for you if you're chilly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you really want to feel good with it, you should always you should always have a small bottle of brandy in the house during.
That's Tessa's versions.
No, no, no. That is called a hot toddy.
Every time she mentioned about the rum and brandy, I
A
just think, oh,
brandy.
Tessa.
You have to have a little bit, a
Have to.
tablespoon of brandy in that.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Come on, that's
Come on.
something. Come on,
Come on. We live.
come
We gotta
on.
enjoy our life. Yeah.
Yes, come on. You've been working all day,
Yeah.
so now this is the time you're feeling a little bit. I'm not chilly, so
Yeah. I'm
you
just.
make your tea, regular tea bag.
I
Add a
need. I need
teaspoon.
some kick.
Yeah,
Yes.
you add some a teaspoon of that, and a teaspoon of brandy or more. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's up, and you drink that, and you'll feel so good. You'll go to bed, and you'll feel like somebody has hugged you.
Yeah. Tanya said that is called the hot toddy.
A hot toddy. It's called a hot toddy. It's called a
You love brandy.
it's the
She did that for
brandy
Tanya.
in tea with lemon and garlic and all of that is perfect.
Oh, oh
You
my
just have
God,
to, you
that's
just
so
have to sip
good.
on it. So that is, you don't drink it every night. I mean, you don't have to become an alcoholic for a hot toddy. It's
No,
just when you're feeling a little bit under the weather.
you
So
need a
the,
kick. You need a
yeah.
kick.
So this is why we're doing this tea ceremony show, is to let you know all the different things you can do to
Yes,
make yourself to self-care. Because this season is the season where it's cold, it's damp. Look at it's 8 degrees. It's not warm at all.
no. This
So
morning it was chilly. Yes.
yeah. So and last night was chilly too.
Hmm.
So these are the things you have to do, and then you know about matcha tea because I
Yep.
have a. So let's talk a little bit
Powder
about,
too.
yeah, extract a powder. So I have it here, and it looks like this.
You can put it a little bit up on your left corner. You can see it. Oh, maybe see it. Sorry, the other way. Sorry.
The
I
other
forgot it's the
left.
opposite. A little bit up top towards your cover. Yeah, that's it. I can see better. Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
matcha powder. You can get
Wow,
it
you got
from,
a lot of matcha powder.
I use it all the time. I use it maybe 3 times a
Wow.
week. And then I have a matcha shaker.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and then I have my fussy little matcha spoon. So I put it in
Yep,
here,
yep.
and then I pour the water over it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in the matcha tea ceremony, you have to whisk it.
Yep. Those
So
like bamboo
no,
whisker things.
yeah,
Yep.
so no, I don't whisk it anymore. I put it in this cup,
That comes in handy.
and that cup has a pressure lid for the. So then you take it. I didn't bring the lid, but you have the lid and you shake it. So what I showed you in here
Okay.
does it has a ball in here.
Yeah.
So
So it's
that
kind of mix it.
yeah, it mixes it, and then you wait for it because it's hot, very hot water.
Yes.
You wait for it, and then so you when you're done, they said 20-30 seconds.
Okay.
So
You
you
shake it
press,
like that, right?
yeah. So you press the top of the lid, and the steam escapes, so you don't get burned.
Yeah.
And
Also,
then
where did you get that though? That's so interesting. I never
at
seen a bottle like that.
David's tea,
David's tea. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, Tanya just mentioned I love David's tea.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
And you can get the matcha powder from them also. It's expensive.
That's
They have different
right.
grades. So try to get the
Yeah.
one that I get the pure matcha. They have it where they have vanilla in it. I don't want it to be mixed with anything.
No,
Just give me
I
the
like pure
yeah.
matcha.
So
They are
so
expensive, but it's worth it though.
yes, yes. And then so you just shake it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you press the lid and it releases the steam, and then you
Yeah.
when the steam is released, then you open it, pour it in a cup, and then you can drink it. So these are all the little there's so
Yeah.
many teas that we
There's
use. And then there is moringa.
I've heard about moringa. Yes.
Yes.
One of
So
my friends, she's drinking moringa tea too.
yeah, so moringa
Yeah.
has they said it's high in iron,
Yep. We
vitamin
need
A,
iron. Women, we need
and it
iron.
and B6, a vitamin that we need that we do not take at all is that it has some C vitamin, and it's really good for you. You can put it in a smoothie, or you can make a tea out of it. So, and you can do the same thing with the matcha. You can put your matcha in a smoothie. You can put the turmeric, the ginger, everything can go in a smoothie.
Oh yeah. Oh, that will probably the green tea makes a great smoothie too.
Yes, you add the
Yeah.
green tea and you as your base and you add your other stuff to it. It's an amazing smoothie. So you do not always have to have it hot. I prefer to have mine warm because I love the warmth that it brings to me. And and that is one of those things that we do all the time. So you
Yeah.
go and
Only.
I go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Sorry. I always I love it. Like you guys sharing all the great information on the comments, like Tanya's and like Don and everybody. Like there's Marina, even if Aman sharing comments too.
Yeah, and
Great
then
tips. I love it. And
Tehran.
then your comments, we I can read it. Sometimes I cannot read out everything, but somebody else is reading it too. Why you guys in this live right now and helping out. And Tanya said, David's tea has tea for everything. Use all natural ingredients. Check out the website. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
worth
do.
checking out the website.
Yeah, Carolina brought me a thing of tea. It's
Hmm.
called Feel Good
Yeah.
yesterday, and that's that
Oh,
I
that's a
have.
cute package.
Yeah, and look at how it looks. I hope I don't let them drop. They look like this,
Oh my God, so good. Oh my
and
gosh.
there's so many different flavors. They have
A David tea, right?
yeah, they have one
David's tea.
for cold and defense, detox, sleep, hydration, alertness, and focus.
Oh
For
wow.
and it just gives you all sorts of different things in here. So it was really nice. I tried one yesterday and I really loved it.
Oh, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and
I'm
then
gonna
wow. And then
I love
Marina
tea.
said, yeah, and Marina said 10 Rands Tea and Ginseng Company in Spadina, Chinatown.
Yeah, they have
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of nice
amazing
teas.
tea shop.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is really nice. And so but
yeah,
you can get the thing about the tea is that the purpose of this self-care show is that you already have it.
yes.
You already have it in your house. You look at the golden triangle. Look
Yeah,
at
Golden Triangle. Yeah.
look at the tea ceremony
Mm-hmm.
that that you could do. You already have green tea. Everybody has green tea.
Everybody, I now like it's just like, yeah,
You
I see
know,
so many people just like, I have green tea at home,
and all
right?
the different flavors. Are you using it?
Yeah,
Do you have cinnamon that you can just make a cinnamon and add some hot milk to it, cinnament tea? Do you? It's
I
so
would,
simple.
yeah.
Everything except if you go to a health food store where they can make the herbal tea, then you ask them to make a sleepy time tea. The
I
tea
love
you can,
sleepy time. Yeah.
it has sleepy time tea, of course, has holy basil, it has
Hmm.
valerian, it has other type of things in there. I don't know all of them. I didn't ask her for the thing, but
The one I have, I got clove too. Sleepy time.
yes, it
Clove in it
does.
too.
It
Yeah.
helps you because it helps with the inflammation and pain
Yeah.
while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And so you can have that. The thing
Hmm.
about teas is that you must make a ceremony out of it.
Hmm.
You have to learn to enjoy the tea. And
Yep.
the whole idea is self-care. And you do not have to leave your house and go shopping for any one of these teas that we're talking about today. Everything, mostly, you all have honey.
Yes.
Hibiscus, I talked about it. It's a nice red tea.
That's
You
the
can
very
add
pretty ones. Yeah.
yeah, you can add some ginger to that
Yeah.
and some honey. And you can also have it cold. So you can make your tea and have it cold. So
That's refreshing too.
another kitchen hack I will give you. Everybody goes to Costco or wherever, and you get a big bag of lemon and you pay a lot of money for it.
Hmm.
So when you get a big bag of lemon and you pay all that money for it, you put it in the fridge or wherever you put it, and you're not using it.
Hmm.
So
Yes. 2 weeks later, I found like sad looking lemons in my fridge.
this is my lemon that I bought, and
Okay.
I juice them all at the same time into the measuring cup because
The
then it has a spout. I take
ice
it to the
cube. Ice cube.
yeah, I take it to the freezer. I pour it in this, and when they're frozen the next day, I pour them into a
Look at that.
freezer bag, and then I have these. And so when I wake up in the morning and I am not really fully awake, I do not want to go be squeezing a lemon.
No.
But it's easy to just dip my hand, take one,
Yep.
drop it in the pot, in the cup, pour hot water over it, and voila. So you do that. You
That's
can do that with lime. If you're cooking, you have your lime juice there or your lemon in that you know is pure lemon, right?
yes, yes.
And you use it. So the same thing with ginger. You can do that. Do
I
not.
like the ginger tip too.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ginger. I do the ginger all the time. I have ginger in here.
Yes.
So you know,
Yeah,
and then
that's the secret there though. If you want it, you want to just get into the routine, healthy routine. You gotta do it. You want to keep as simple as possible. So
yes,
preparation,
yeah, proper
proper
preparation.
preparation.
Preparation prevents poor performance. You
Yeah.
want to, you know that your stomach settles nice with lemon. You
Yep.
want the warm water and lemon in the morning. Why
Just
not
keep it
take
simple. Yeah.
20 minutes and juice all the lemons, put them in
Yep.
the freezer trays, then use them.
Yeah.
You buy the
And
ginger, but you bought a big piece of ginger, but you only need this much.
yes.
So if you do not have freezer trays, you can take the ginger and you can make little bumps with them
Yeah.
and then put them on a plate and put them in the freezer. They will also freeze because ginger has some juice in there.
Yes.
Then
That's
you take
exactly.
it and you put it in a container. They will not stick together. They're already
No.
frozen.
Frozen.
And then you can just use it if you're cooking. I run out of ginger. No, you have ginger right here.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
See.
and you can do that if you're garlic. If you buy a lot, peel the garlic, crush it, and
Yeah.
freeze it.
And it's like, oh, everything is just right there. Everything
Yes.
prepared and makes your life easy. That way
Mhm.
you can take action right away.
And you can enjoy being you at
Very
the
much.
end of it, you know. So
They're very much. The way you drink tea or drink water, I think it's the same way. I find it's the same way you treat yourself.
mhm.
If you just like said, we always said like you treat the tea like the way you want to be treated.
The same way you would walk with
Yes.
the tea and give it to your neighbor. Oh, here's a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't you why don't you do it for yourself the same way?
Of course.
You
That's
know,
so important. It's called self-care.
yeah, that is all why we have self-care.
Yeah.
It's not only about the face and
Yeah.
it's everything you do. when you greet yourself in the morning, like, here you are,
Here you are.
you think of it. Our thing is, here you are, I haven't seen you for 7 hours. Because no, you went to bed, you haven't seen your face for 7 hours.
No. And I find it you wake. That's so important. You have
Yes,
to celebrate.
yeah. When all of it is self-care, you wake up and you go, wow,
Yeah.
and you feel good. When I wake up at 5, I open the window and I touch the screen because I have to make sure no cobwebs came from outside. And I go to you, I go, here you are, good
Yeah.
morning, world, how are you? It's me. And I inhale the fragrance of the world at the time. It's beautiful because
It
people
is.
have, all the cars are not driving, the fumes are not heavy, and you feel, oh, you feel nicer. And I tell the world, I talk to the world. And I said,
Yes.
oh, today, I said, oh, you feel nice and crisp today. I love the
Yeah.
fragrance because every day it's slightly different. Every season's fragrance
Every season different. But you
is
gotta pay
different.
attention though. You gotta pay
Yeah.
attention.
And you just
Right?
have to let it feel good. Then when you get to the washroom, it's all going, oh, I have a wrinkle here, another wrinkle there.
I
No, you're going to say,
know.
hello, how are you?
Here you are. How are
Here you
you?
are.
It's lots of people. Lots of people. They don't even want to look at themselves in the mirror. Just like, oh, no, I'm not. First thing in the morning, just like, I'm not going to look myself in the mirror because I look ugly. No, that's an awful way.
That is the
And
way
then,
you cannot talk to yourself like that. You
no,
shouldn't.
no. If
You
you
shouldn't.
don't treat, if you treat yourself like that, the people's going to treat yourself at the same way. So first, like Tanya said, celebrate you
Yeah,
every
every
day.
day. When you walk to the mirror, you go, hey, you are. I haven't seen you for 8 hours, but you look
Yeah,
stunning today.
I
And people,
know.
it's silly.
I know,
It's
first silly, but it's like if you keep doing that, you start get used to it
Yes,
and
and
you feel good.
it makes you feel better. Instead of staying there and pointing at the wrinkle, guess what? You're going to have wrinkles anyway. You cannot do anything about them. You might as well love them.
Yeah.
It's oh
When, when just like, might as well just celebrate joy. Like, oh my gosh, I smile so much. That's why I
yeah,
have
yeah,
this
yeah.
one,
I'm
right?
sorry.
And
If you want to do
yeah.
that, but I don't care. I come out and I go, here you are, you sexy thing.
Oh my gosh, Tessa. That's my
I
next step. I
I
have
get
to
it.
greet myself like that.
I
That's
go
my next step.
and I start
You're
laughing,
sexy.
and I'm
Like
like,
that.
you sexy thing.
You're sexy. You
You
know what
sexy
happened?
thing.
Okay. I told you it's only 1 hour.
It is
But
1 hour.
it is 1 hour, already 1 hour. So just like
Mhm.
before, just a couple minutes, I just like, I have a friend who makes a purse, right? She
Yeah.
brought a purse the other day. So I told her, you know what? You're gonna promote your own stuff, and you have to show your stuff on the the as advertisement. She's just like, oh really? I said, yeah. So I made her pose. First, she wasn't sure. She just like that. Her pose was like that, like that. So I told her, no, no, no. You put yourself like that. You carry back it like that. You twist your like a little bit, the upper body like that, and then you do like this, and then so the picture I took, wonderful. She really loved it because
Good.
she's got the thing,
Of
right?
course.
She's
Of
got like,
course.
I got sexy. My purse, when you carry my purse, you will feel sexy. That energy, I felt it, but
Of
I had to
course.
help her to create.
Well, that's what it is. We have
Yeah.
to help each other. We have to
And then,
push each
yeah,
other. So
yeah, she loved it. So she posts on the Instagram. So
perfect.
greeting, you gotta treat yourself. Like, like just the Tanya said, if you're negative, to bring negative. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
positive,
You're going to bring
right?
positive.
Positive.
So
So,
let us see what the comments are. That there
oh
are
my,
so many
lots of
comments.
comment. And I like
I know.
Marina said, anything you put in your body, you have to drink it or eat it with love. Your
Yeah, you have
cells
to. You
will
have to do
thank
that.
you.
You have to do that. It's a lot of comments. I'm trying to go to the beginning, but oh,
There are lots of. I've been reading it, picking a few as
I
I'm
know.
going.
I realize that.
Yeah.
And so Tanya said I have conapia of cups and glasses of, and I use them all. Well, good for her. She uses all her cups. When you're rushing, when eating
Yep.
and drinking, you miss the entire experience. It's true. Aman said, when my teeth hurts, then I wash my teeth from turmeric, salt, oil after. Sometimes my teeth not
Turmeric.
hurt.
Hey, great tip.
Christina boiled apples. Your French joined you. Marina likes the golden milk. I was told it was called golden triangle, but it's the same thing. Um, and then we have just tons of questions of
I
comments.
know, but I'm sure like you just people reading comment, they're sharing it. Like, oh my gosh, okay, that's all right. There's a good tea store in Spadina in Chinatown, right? So that's really great. I love you guys sharing comments and wisdom because somebody needs to hear that. We need to hear that too. While Tessa is a little bit frozen, but that's okay. She was having so much fun today. I'll let her in. Uh, we are having. Oh, no, you left. Okay, Tessa left. Okay, you know what? I'm sure she's having a hard time with the Wi-Fi right now, but I want to just, maybe we should go unless she's coming back, but it's about time. I told Tessa, there you go. I'll maybe send a request again because that way we can say goodbye to you guys, right? There she is. I hope she's coming. There she is.
I didn't have.
We have to say goodbye to together.
Yeah, so guys, this is enough. Yuko has family over. I have a whole kitchen of stuff to clean up. If I show you what I was doing,
You had a
I don't.
party yesterday,
Yeah, so I have to get cracking. So
but
thank you so much for a wonderful time. Thank
yeah,
each and every
thank
one of
you.
you. You know, the Aman said, "Where you go, fairy mother."
That's he calls her fairy mother.
Fairy
She's
mother is
back.
back.
She's
She's
back.
back. So anyway, guys, we are saying goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We said we were doing an hour because of family and all of that today.
Yes, I have my boys at home too.
She has
Oh,
her
so
boys at
good.
home.
I love them so much.
I'm sure she does. And they love her just the same. At
Oh,
least they
no. Oh,
didn't tell you
yes.
they was using the French press today. Is it okay if I use your
I
French
know.
press now?
Just like, I know. Of course they can use anything, but they ask. They're very polite.
Yeah. So well, guys, it's look. Aman said thank you everybody for coming. I'm Marito, all of the
Arigato. Yes.
Arigato,
Thank you
and
so
thank
much.
you for coming. And we will see you next Sunday, same time, same place. And tomorrow morning for the morning blessings, I'll be up from 12 o'clock tomorrow. We have a new lady coming on. And then Monday night. So have fun, everybody.
All right.
And
Thank you so much,
bye.
Tessa. All right.
And
Thank you,
you.
everybody. Have a great Sunday.
Okay,
All
bye,
right.
everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Marina. Adios. Hi, Azim.
All right.
Hey,
Bye.
bye, everybody.